Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Vinsmoke Sanji, the Straw Hat Pirates' top-tier chef, resident smooth talker, and certified simp extraordinaire. Now, don't get it twisted.
What an irresistible beauty you are. My lady, would you care to join me elsewhere for a glass of wine?
Sanji's not just any simp, he's a 5-star gourmet level simp who has mastered the art of cooking and falling in love at first sight. From the moment Sanji stepped into the story at the Barardier,
Finish pouring it yourself, dear ocean.
Yes, my love. I can't bear this hardship of loving you from afar. It is too difficult.
he wasn't just serving food. This man was serving heart eyes and pickup lines. His introduction as the chain-smoking, suit-wearing, smooth-talking ladies man set the stage for what would become one of the most funniest shit across One Piece, making him maybe the most pervious of all animated pervs. So there's this show I used to watch. Let me know if you guys have seen it and see the similarities. But Sanji kind of reminds me of Barney Stinson from that one sitcom, How I Met Your Mother. He was always such a failed ladies man looking for the next legendary moment. I wonder if Oda Sensei had some inspiration like these for his character, but we already know a little freaky ass perv energy is always floating around in these Japanese manga. If you haven't, go watch How I Met Your Mother. It's a really funny sitcom and it's an entire suspense story. Anyways, back on track. I swear, my ADHD will be the death of these topics. So, the second Sanji lays his eyes on Nami, it's game over.
That's it for me.
Relax, it's free.
Thank you.
He's instantly whipped. We're talking over-the-top compliments, hearts blasting out of this guy's eyes, and an undying loyalty that can only be rivaled by a dog chasing a stick. But oh boy, this is just the beginning to Sanji's SIMP Chronicles over Nami. But Sanji doesn't stop at Nami. Oh no 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 no. Over the course of One Piece, he's fallen for a lineup of women that can rival any dating simp. Let's take a quick tour, shall we? Starting with
Hello there. Yes.
Princess Vivi during the Alabasta arc.
Oh, Vivi. You're a vision.
This blue hair beauty had Sanji calling her princess every moment he got. Not to mention, he was ready to lay down his life to protect this girl, even if it meant risking the crew's mission. I remember when he was asked to pick up some clothes for their journey across the desert of Alabasta.
Hello, my darling. Your outfit's ravishing, but nothing in the world can possibly compare to your amazing eyes and your beautiful smile. What was that, Chopper? It was getting good.
This dude went out, he got distracted by other girls, and then he also came back with the most alluring and revealing outfits for Nami and Vivi. This man must have the simp fruit model Rizgod. So then he met Nico Robin as well, and Sanji's switch up for Robin is over the top hilarious. At one moment he's calling her Miss All Sunday, then the next he's practically offering his firstborn kid to her. Sanji goes on to have simp moments for Robin, but it's kind of simmered down over the years, and it's mostly just crewmate protection at this point. There's also theories floating around that suggest Robin belongs to Zoro. She's for Zoro, she's Zoro's woman, so maybe Sanji knows he should probably back off before he get cut. He probably goes hardest for Shirahoshi on Fishman Island though. This one nearly cost this guy his life, and he was ready to risk it all
We
too.
know you did it. We know you kidnapped all those poor mermaids from the beach in the south. Why did you take them, huh? I mean, I will admit, I love mermaids so much I want to keep them all for myself. Regardless, our crew didn't kidnap them.
So Sanji first sees the mermaid princess, and his reaction is so extreme, he literally almost dies.
Wait, did he just say princess? I need to know, if I turn around to look behind me, am I gonna see the mermaid princess?
And no, that is not no exaggeration. He had a life-threatening nosebleed. And in anime, guys, nosebleed are classic visual gags to represent lust or overwhelming attraction. But Sanji takes this to an entirely whole next level. I'm talking taking off like a rocket, bleeding from your nose results in needing a blood transfusion in order to save his life. Sort of crazy. Sanji comes back stronger after the time skip though, but this man's hormones were so fucking fragile. Now, let's quickly talk about what might be the funniest yet most character-building part of Sanji's journey. And that is the 2 years he spent on the Kamabaka Kingdom, better known as the Island of the Drag Queens. I hope I don't offend anybody with that term. Sanji was sent there by Bartholomew Kuma during the Sabaody arc, and he spent his time running away from Ivanka's Okama army while learning how to survive. During this time, Sanji's desperation to escape led to some of the series' funniest moments, including him peeking on the woman's side of the bats after reuniting with the crew, and all of his numerous nosebleeds.
No, it's too big for that. But it has such a sweet smell. Intoxicating like some forbidden fruit. Hey, where? Oh crap, Sanji!
We get to see just how much the time on that island has scarred this dude. So after arriving at Fishman Island and almost breaking the Sunny's bubble shield, then tried not to die the entire time on Fishman Island, the crew finally gets to leave. So then next we take a look at Sanji simping and falling in love with Viola. Now, his time with Viola shows just how loyal Sanji can be. I mean, as long as it's okay to be loyal to more than one person at a time, I guess. So, Sanji was on his way to make sure Nami was safe, right? When he got distracted by this sweet little Latina babe. And guys, she was fine. I'm talking that sweet little Spanish accent. He met her doing her sexy little dance, and this guy was mesmerized. I'm talking infatuated. Now, Viola, she had a little bit of a thing going on with Doflamingo, but she was trying to escape. Whole of the story. We think Viola was fucking Dolphy against her will, or at least he kept her around for that reason. She was an asset to him because of her powers, a useful member on his team, although she was related to the previous king. Dressrosa has so many layers. It's seriously one of my favorite arcs.
The pleasure was entirely mine.
Did I bump your nose with my head, perhaps?
No, the only impact I felt was the shock of meeting you. Oh no, really, it's nothing.
It must hurt.
I've fallen off a cliff into the bottomless abyss of love!
What? Please, no, you shouldn't say such things. I implore you. I've already given up on love.
If there's anything I can do to help, just say the word!
There was a man, and things between us, they went sour, and then I stabbed him.
What? The women here are so passionate that they stab for love? Okay.
Okay with stabbing?
No, what's wrong?
You must stop. I beg you not to indulge this wicked woman. Don't take that risk. I might fall in love with you. My name is Vivi. Would you mind? And once we arrive, there's a man there I need you to kill for me.
Yes, I was born into this world to protect you.
Let me know what you guys think about Dressrosa. Well, now this boy is almost ready to run away with Viola. He forgot all about his crewmate at this time. So it's Viola who pretty much had to use her clairvoyance devil fruit power to see Nami and the Sunny being attacked by Doflamingo, who, by the way, almost ended Sanji's life. Sanji was pretty much useless against Doflamingo, so he decides, nope, he is getting out of there with Nami and the ship, and he leaves the entire crew behind and he heads for Zo. Meanwhile, there's a huge gladiator tournament, then the birdcage situation, and it's kind of great that Sanji left earlier, because if this dude would have laid eyes on Rebecca and what she was wearing during this entire arc, Sanji would have gone crazy. Sanji would have died. He would have gone from Auntie Viola to her niece Rebecca. Do you understand how crazy that is? I mean, Rebecca might be one of the sexiest, most sexually designed characters in all of One Piece, and Sanji would have lost it when Dolphy tried to have Rebecca come at Viola. Sanji might have been powerless and gotten himself killed. I don't think Sanji could have handled Rebecca, Blorbies. Oda Sensei really cooked for the boys with Rebecca. and I'm glad he kept Sanji away. Alright, so after Sanji leaves Luffy and the others at Dressrosa, on the way to Zou, they had a run-in with the Big Mom Pirates. Oh yeah, because they actually had Caesar Clown, who they had also had to keep away from Doflamingo, but Caesar also had problems with Big Mom. So her thugs pulled up, the Straw Hats escaped, but they actually got followed to Zou. Now, after helping to save Zou from this huge invasion, they get to chill and Sanji is just in love with the Mink Tribe's greeting.
Finally trying to go bingo with the locals! Got you! Got you! Mademoiselle, got you.
Why got you?
Oh, how about you? Got you.
Got you, sir.
Tristan! Got you!
Got you.
Sanji here! Piss off! It's ladies only!
Got you.
Got you! Love me to see. Oh, no.
This dog is so wild. He is ready to get it in with his human/animal hybrid. No questions about it. Ladies, remember that this dude does not mind a little bit of hair, so if your man minds a little bit of hair, remind him about Sanji. However, Sanji does not get to guard you for too long, sadly. The Big Mom Pirates find him at Zou, and now they have different type of business. This is when we get to learn a little bit about Sanji's past. He was the weakest in a scientifically advanced royal family. Sanji was once a prince of the German kingdom, but after failing his father's expectation, he ran away as a kid and almost got himself killed with Zeph. So Sanji's childhood was pretty much rough. So it's fascinating to see him spread so much love. His mother was also a very strong lover, so maybe that's where he gets it from. But maybe being stuck on a ship, cooking with men for his entire life wasn't the best thing for this guy. So I guess that means he really got all of that bottled up hormones just waiting to explode, quite literally too. Which makes me wonder, do you guys think the Straw Hats are, do you think they have their V cards?
I can't wait to see how his skills have developed. Now that you mention it, I can't wait to see how Nami's developed, if you know what I'm saying. Are you alright? I'm more resilient than ever, showing no sign of seduction. Viva Saba! Gotta stay focused, Sanji. I've been meeting a lady just like this. She's an actual woman with real-life girly parts. Of course I am. What the hell is your damage, you freaks?
Anyways, after getting jumped by the Big Mom Pirates, Sanji has to go with them to Whole Cake Island. And that's where Big Mom lives. He learned that his family that he actually ran away from had arranged a political marriage for him with one of Big Mom's daughters. The Vinsmoke family and the Charlotte family were starting a powerful alliance. And not to put his crew in any type of danger, Sanji decides to leave. Not really interested in the wedding at all, but it was at this moment that he saw Big Mom's daughter for the first time. He actually soon developed some interest for her. Well, she did have some really great assets, so of course he would. The simp in Sanji was still there despite the very big problem he gotten himself in. So we get to Whole Cake Island, where Sanji's love life takes center stage. We meet Charlotte Pudding, the third daughter of Big Mom. From the moment Sanji sees her, it's instant infatuation. But little does he know, she's just playing him to set up for Big Mom's schemes. But what makes this arc so interesting is how it balances humor with emotional depth so well. Sanji's love for Pudding seems genuine, and when she betrays him, it's heartbreaking. But staying true to his character and to himself, he forgives her and even ends up bonding with her in the end, giving One Piece fans a true emotional connection for Sanji. They even baked a cake together, as Pudding is an excellent baker, so together a chef and a baker, I think we've got a pretty good love match. Hey, let's also not forget the hilarious moment when Sanji agrees to marry this girl simply because she's just fucking hot. I mean, come on, the guy literally gets himself tangled with an emperor's crew just because his hormones said so. Dude! But this was also a very deep moment, as we learned that Pudding was being outcast by her own family because she was a bit different. Big Mom just loved to collect all sorts of DNA. and she had all sorts of kids. Pudding, she has a very important third eye. So it is also said that her third eye will play a very important role in the story. But Sanji didn't find it creepy at all. He made Pudding feel special. She even broke down crying when she learned that it's her own mother who made her feel like this very big scary monster. So why did Oda create such a horny gentleman after all? In many ways, Sanji represents an exaggerated version of the classic chivalrous knight trope. His devotion to women, though comical, speaks to his upbringing at the Barardier and Zeph's teachings about respecting all customers, especially women. In anime, perverted characters like Sanji are often used as like comic relief. The nosebleeds, the overreactions, the swooning, they're all a part of a larger tradition in Japanese media where lust is played off for laughs rather than drama. But what makes Sanji a little bit more unique is that his simp tendencies are balanced with moments of real emotional depth. And this brings us to the big question: who will Sanji end up with? Some fans believe he might actually end up with Pudding, given their bond during the Whole Cake Island arc. Others think he'll remain the lovable bachelor, hopelessly just chasing Nami and Robin forever. But what do you guys think? Could Sanji's next great love be someone we haven't even met yet? Or will his heart forever belong to the idea of all women everywhere? Let me know your theories in the comments. For now, this is our favorite Rizzler. He's still out there howling behind Nami and even finding the hots for Bonnie and Lilith. Seriously, he's ready to be the lapdog for some of these ladies. Sadly though, as much as Sanji loves to love, and as real as it might be, some of these ladies don't care for chivalry and romance anymore. They don't need a man who can cook and never lose attraction and interest. Nope, you gotta have that money, boys. Hey, but remember, Sanji isn't just a simp, he is the simp. The ultimate lover of beauty and respect for all women. Whether he's cooking up a storm or chasing after his next crush, he brings humor, he brings heart, and just a little bit of ridiculousness to the crew. And that's why we all love him so much. And fellas, I'm sure you all would be simping for the bobs on Nami and Shirahoshi as well. And Rebecca. Now, let's hear from you. What's your favorite Sanji simp moment? Drop your thoughts down below and don't forget to like and subscribe for a lot more stories coming your way. So, bye-bye Blorbies, and I will catch you guys in the next one.
Wow!